Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday carry people. It's the Big Canucker here, and today I want to show you what I got going on here with my Cold Steel Recon, the used one I got in Winnipeg. And I've just had a chance to just do a little bit of reconditioning on it here. I'm not sure if you remember, but this clip here was really beaten up. So I kind of sanded it down and gave it a paint. It's still not completely hardened up, but that's okay. Over the next couple of days it will. And the other major thing I did with this, besides absolutely cleaning up the scale and, kind of shining it up, is I put an absolutely wicked edge on this using my KME system. And I laid back the bevel on it to about 12 degrees. And I got to tell you, this CTS XHP is really wear resistant steel. It took me forever to take away that bevel. It probably had about a 20-degree factory bevel on it, and the old owner just pretty much touched it up with the factory bevel. But I like this. I want to see if it'll handle the 12 degrees. And also when you lay back the bevel like that, they seem to turn into real lightsabers. So now what I want to do today is I want to tie a lanyard on the end, and just to give you an idea of kind of how I do this. So now, sometimes what I'll use my leather lanyards here. I don't think I have one handy here. Maybe I do, in my drawer. And I just basically, all I use is here we go. Here's my Manix 2 XL, and I'll use basically a leather cord that you get from the store, and it's just basically a leather shoelace that has a shiny side on it, and so that one, when you tie it, it gives a nice shiny look, and then they kind of seem to give a nice patina after a while too as well. So this particular one, I just thought with brown on it, this green paracord, 550 paracord would look really good. So let's get at it. So now what you'll want to do here is you'll want to use now this particular one here is, I'm going to say I've got about 14 or 15 inches of cord here. And once you get really good at tying them, you can use a little bit less than that. But you don't really, when you're first beginning, you never really want to have less than, say, 14 or 15 inches of paracord. Now, you've got a short side and a long side, okay? So now what I've ended up doing is I've taken the short side, and the short side is about 3.5, 4 inches long here. And you'll want to take the long side, and you'll want to put them together. And then you'll want to have the long side as a loop. And then you'll want to bunch them all together here as kind of a triangle. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I've got all three of them there. And you'll switch the other hand. Now your long side is the one you're going to loop with, okay? Now don't worry about getting it too super tight off the bat. There will be an opportunity to tighten it up after a little bit and adjust where your knot goes, so you'll to make it comfortable in your hand, okay? So now you'll just want to keep on wrapping around with your long side here. And it all depends. I mean, some guys here, you'll stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 sometimes, or 7. Now you've got your loop and you've got your short side. Now the only thing I would suggest here is going around enough times, that half time, so you've got both sides here going through your loop here at both sides going through your loop here through the same way, okay? Because you don't want to have them go this way. You want to have them both go through the loop that way, okay? So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, which is a nice big knot. So now you've got 2 here, and now you'll want to pay attention to, now one of them here is going to be attached to this short side, and one of them is going to be attached to the loop. So you want to find the side that's attached to your loop, and you'll want to hold on to your 2, and you'll want to bring them down, okay? So now your other side, there you go. So now you can see here where the loop is coming down, okay? So now, and then that's it. So now you've got your there, and so now you can see that it's, it's not completely, this is quite a long knot. I like to be able to grab it and just grab the end at my pinky finger here. So I see I've got a little bit of time, a little bit of space here to bring back. So now you'll grab one of the other ones. We'll be able to slide it down. So now you can slide your knot down a little bit and put it to where it feels comfortable for you. So now I've been tying these quite a bit, so I usually work out to be where mine are quite tight here, but if you want, you can take your fingers and just tighten up the same way around through your knots. Just make it a little tighter. There we go. Just to straighten it out a little bit. And then you'll want to pull it tight. There we go. So now, just remember, so now as you're tightening it up, it's cinching it on the top here, and it's taking that loop in there, and it's locking it into position. So now you'll just want to, now we've figured out the long one is the one here that's attached to this right here. So it allows you just to swing your knot. So now once you've got your knot kind of tightened up, here we'll go down a little bit, down just a little bit more. Oh, keeps on. You'll want to hold that, and now, sorry, you'll want to press this side, keeping a hold of that side. So this one, so you want to hold, so this is the one that's attached there. So you want to hold this side and now tighten up your knot just a little bit more. And that locks it into place. You can see how it sucks in the top there. And there we go. So that is, so now this will straighten out over a little bit of time. You can reach, grab what you've got here. That to me, that's just perfect. When it's in my pocket, I can reach it with my finger, grab it, and lift it out. And it'll actually stretch just a smidge too as well, okay? So now what you'll want to do here is you'll want to take your knife or scissors, and you'll want to just kind of cut it. Here, where's my scissors? Here. And you'll want to kind of cut it a little bit at an angle too as well, okay? So you've got this, like this, and just give it a little bit of an angle like that. And then you'll have your long one here. Give it a little bit there, so that just gives it a little bit of, and use your paracord here to stop from fraying. Some guys will take these together and stick them together so they don't move. I like to have them a little bit loose. And the other thing that I like to do, and I do it lots of times on my leather, is I'll take a little bit of crazy glue and I'll just drop it right inside the knot there, and it seems to lock it there in perfect. So I will do that a little bit later once I get some more crazy glue, and just drop a little knot in there. But that is how you tie yourself a little paracord or leather wrap knot. I hope that helps you guys out. So thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. And remember to keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up, and the pointy end away from your bits.